Good morning and welcome to day 13 of Jon and Callan's PCT hike. We are still hanging out at the Paradise Valley Cafe. The plan is today is to a little bit lighter day, about 10.1. There's a spring about a mile off trail with camping around it. And then tomorrow, a much bigger day to try to get into Idlewild for a 0 and a bigger resupply. So that's the plan for today. It's almost noon and we're finally on our way, but Paradise Valley Cafe is a must-stop destination on the PCT. They are hiker friendly, the food's great, the service is great, and it's just a really cool place. They've got a lot of pictures of famous people that have been there before, and it's just one of those places you have to go to. So it's about a mile off trail, but worth every step. So I owe you all an update on the toilet paper saga. We stayed by the Paradise Valley Cafe, and obviously the bathroom's there, so that was a big help. However, we met some day hikers on the trail yesterday that were really thrilled with what we were doing. So a couple people from our group talked to them and got a ride from them, and they wanted to help everybody out, so they gave them some food and also a thing of wet wipes, because we were not the only crew running low on the TP. So there were napkins from the pizza party as well. So we're pretty much stocked up until our resupply now in Idlewild. So we're good. No more trading, no more drama. They say the trail will provide, and I had no idea how the trail would provide toilet paper, but somehow it provided an answer for us, unbelievably. So that was kind of cool. This is pretty awesome. We made it to the Cedar Spring area. Just got into this nice wooded spot. I'm going to be able to set my tent up right here. It's about a mile off trail to get here. So it was a hike and it was downhill and really rocky, but really nice spot here. Beautiful. Glad we're in the woods. Well, good morning and welcome to day 14. Quick day 13 wrap up. The camping was A+. The 1 mile spur trail to and from the camping area and the water was a D-. Oh my gosh. Very steep. Downhill on the way in, uphill on the way out. Rocky. Just not fun, but the water was great. Had a decent night. There were about a half dozen of us camped down there. Plenty of room. And that was that. Went to bed, slept well, and now day 14 we are headed toward Idlewild. We are not going to make it all the way to Idlewild today. We are going to camp about somewhere between 13 and 15 miles up. There's a couple of nice campsites. There's really no water between here and there. So I'm carrying 5 liters at the moment, which is very heavy. Callan, I think, is carrying the same. There's going to be some interesting stuff to show you today. There's a rock slide that we have to crawl around. There's actually a rope to help you through it. I've heard on the comments on Gut Hook that it's not that bad. We also expect to be walking on some snow today as well. So we got our micro spikes when that happens, and that'll be our first time walking on snow. But coming up after Idlewild, there's a lot of snow walking from what we've read. All right. Day 14, here we go. You can tell that this area had snow up until fairly recently because the leaves are very flat to the ground, like they were flattened by the weight of the snow. Here's an even better view of the leaves flattened to the ground and some of the old brush from last year. Here's the first snow we just had to go over. Not too bad. We just took our time, 3 points of contact, kick our steps in, and not bad at all. So this part, I think, with a lot of snow would be pretty sketchy. Just came through it with just little patches of snow. It was fine, but pretty steep. Day 14, 2 weeks in, I thought maybe I could talk a little bit about changes that we've made in the first 2 weeks. And there's 3 things that stand out. First is I added this water bottle to my pack to the front. So we're stopping for water way more than what we usually do. So to have it handy has been really helpful. The second thing is the sun umbrella. And on the hot days when you're walking in the sun, to pop that up makes a big difference. Just keeping you in the shade instead of in the sun. And then lastly, what we've changed is electrolytes. And we used to just hike mostly with water. We'd have Propel or whatever in the past, but what we found is that if you just drink like tons and tons of water all day in this heat and you're sweating a lot and you don't replace the electrolytes, you're going to run out of salt. And if you run out of salt, that is not a good situation. Your body is going to pretty much want to stop doing anything. So now we're doing 1 bottle of water and then 1 bottle of some kind of electrolyte drink, and that has made quite a difference in our energy level. So that's just a couple of changes that we've made. Here's a little more snow we went over. It wasn't too bad. Again, 3 points of contact. Step your feet in nice. Don't rush. You'll be fine. So there's a rock slide here, and this is pretty crazy. Cal, take your time, please. Get low. Get low. Do not let go of that rope no matter what.
Yeah. Actually, gonna sit down.
There you go.
Oh, your umbrella's stuck.
Hold it. All right,
Just like that. Use the rope. Yep, pull it up. There you go. You got it. Too bad.
I swear to God, if my trekking poles fall out. I'm so pissed.
Head here. And then just down a straight rope pull. Okay?
wow, this is scary.
What do you do here? Go belly just like you're doing. Keep going around. I have you do like a little foot down. Like cross one foot over the other foot. Nope, hang on to the rope. Yep, keep going around. You got it. Yep, just pull on the rope.
Well, he made it. We've been about another 50 yards, and now you got to crawl under this tree.
Now, I helped you guys with the rock. The least you could do is saw this tree in half.
There you go. Nice work, Callan. Tree out on the rock all by itself here is a little reminiscent of Pebble Beach. Yeah, we're not done with the sketchy stuff yet, but this isn't nearly as bad. Well, this has certainly been our most adventuresome day on trail so far. That rock slide was no joke. We'll have to see what it looks like on video, but that was very dangerous. When I went through it, well, Cal went through before me. We had Gadget helping us through, but when I went through, like, my heart was kind of pounding there. It was tricky. You did not want to slip. It was a huge drop after that. Then there were a bunch of trees that were down. I didn't film all of them. The last one we went through, you had to shimmy under, put your pack through first, or put your pack over the top and then shimmy under. And somehow when Callan set his pack over the top, it hit a branch or something and punctured a hole in his platypus bladder. So that's 2 platypus 2-liter bladders down in the first 2 weeks. So I cannot give that product a thumbs up, that's for sure. Now mine I repaired with tenacious tape, but that's only going to last so long. We are going to try a different kind of bladder, something a little bit softer that can take the abuse a little bit more. The platypus might be fine for car camping. It is lightweight too, but it's just so rigid and stiff. I was worried about it getting a hole before we even used it, and sure enough. Oh, and Callan's really low on water now, so we might have to do like a 0.7 walk ahead of the camp to get more water. if we don't have enough between the two of us. All right, one more example of the fun that we had to climb over today. Oh geez, this is entertaining trying to get over this stuff. So here's some more snow. This is a little bit longer stretch, and it's not overly steep, but the issue was like the snow's melted out by some of the rocks. So Callan stepped where it looked like the last person stepped fine, and his foot went through, and it was like 2 feet below. So he almost got hurt, but he was fine. All right, let's wrap up day 14. And so you saw a lot of what we were going over today. Very uphill, lots of down trees. That rock slide was something else. The last half mile or so was just snow walking, and it was really rough. Like post holing and sliding around and all that kind of stuff. Having trouble keeping track of where the actual trail was itself. We did find a decent place to camp here. It's pretty chilly tonight, but in the morning we've got about 5.5 miles to get to Idlewild. We will be putting our micro spikes on in the morning for our hike out, and we'll see how it goes. But then it is off to Idlewild for a shower, laundry, and getting rid of this stink. I think my body is starting to invent new smells. We smell so bad, but that's fine. It's all part of it. Everybody out here is the same way. We're not unique. Everybody's having a good time, making lots of friends. It's just been a great experience so far, and looking forward to seeing what else happens. So, signing off for day 14. Love you to my wife, my son AJ, who's at home, Maverick the dog, my mom and dad, everybody else who's watching. Thanks for tuning in, and tomorrow's day 15. We'll see you then.